Alright, let us get into Sakamoto Days, 242, A Young Girl's Memory. I do have a Patreon by the same name, Free Nissan. I'm Free Nissan. Um, yeah, $5 a month, uncut, unedited, reactions to this and a bunch of other stuff. Let's get into it. Sakamoto, what's your goal? Huh? What do you want to achieve when this fight is over? I'm going to take over the jar. Take over the jar for what? To rid this country of assassins. Uh-huh. You're hilarious, truly. So long. Hey, that wager. I want in. No way. Why? You just want in because if the jar goes away, so does your debt. Gosh, you're pretty sharp for a moron. Hmm? A murder films documentary. This documentary is a chronicle of a young girl bent on revenge. After the aunt she loves like a sister is murdered, she dedicates herself to the life of an assassin to vanquish her aunt's killer. Kira? That's what's this video? Her determination wavers, but in the end, the girl concludes. What is this? That kind of geary bastard is at it again. Who's this girl? Yo, Akira, I didn't expect to see you again. All this time, I hated you and wanted to kill you, and now? Now I bear you no grudge. I understand that you are a victim of the jar's machinations too, but what you're doing is wrong, so I have to stop you, even if it means killing you. Why would you say that, Rion? Oh, he had a... Okay. You're the one who's wrong. You're the one who said you wanted to make a kind of world where gentle people could live in peace. That beautiful world will never exist. I proved that, didn't I? You mean your plan of arming Japanese citizens? That proved nothing. The people who were victimized in that mayhem, I'm sure they were kind, gentle people who wanted peace. You just hate your own life. It's just it's all just your disgusting way of taking it out on other people. Maybe at one point you can fully embrace evil, but now you're an assassin through and through. Kira Akao, ever since the first moment I saw you, I knew you were the main character. I knew you were main character material. I'm glad I followed you. I'll follow this story to the end and capture it with my camera. It is my duty as a director. Yeah, that's right. No, no, Rion is inside of me. That's Akira. She's not Rion. Rion is gone. Stop clinging to a figment of your imagination. But you say that, but this voice. Oh no, his Takamura persona. Counterattack I imagined all this time. The sharper the person's instincts, the more vulnerable they are to intricate fame. In a split second, the way she drew Takamura in that's a cow's bottom line, alright? The innate killing talent. Come on. Well, that was short. But that was Sakamoto Days, chapter 242. Yeah, catch you next time. I don't know what to think about this chapter. Um, I knew Akira was talented, but to even if it was like a counterattack Takamura like that, or Takamura persona, is pretty impressive. She's probably still gonna get fricked over, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just misremembering, or tower scaling's not making sense in my head. Who knows? Um, but we'll see. Um, again, I am kind of interested in what exactly Rion and X, I forget his name, uh, got up to, in their time they had together, I guess. Um, Probably something traumatic considering the way X is broken. Hopefully, it will give him a good reason. I'm betting they likely tried to settle down and have a child, but unlike they just couldn't settle down safely like Sakamoto did, and it's going to be a bit gut wrenching. That's my bet for X. He's like blaming Jar, so on. But yeah, we'll kind of just have to wait and see on that. Um, Hanaguri is still just kind of being a pest. Um, I liked him kind of early on, but I don't know. I'm not really vibing with him. Never really have since. Oh, well, I say not really. Anyway, I liked him early on, but I don't know. He's just kind of a nothing character to me. I also do want to know what was up with that panel where she's talking about how X just hates his life, and that's just a blacked out panel with a splat of blood about talking about the citizens and the massacre of the gun shooting stuff. Um, and I just wonder what it means. Is it just supposed to be incoherent blood from the event, or does it mean something else? Is it like in his mind, probably knowing how crazy X is? Um, uh, Other thing, Sandblaster, dude, I'm terrible with names if they're not drilled into my head constantly, so I'm just gonna refer to him as Sandblaster dude for now. Pretty funny is just like, yeah, I'm gonna join you. And Sakamoto was immediately like, you don't want to join me to make the world better. You just want to join me so you don't have to pay your debts because they'll all be gone. He's just like, yeah, called me out on my bullshit. And you know what? I just kind of find that kind of funny. Now, I know we're in the final uh, uh, chapter of this stuff, right? I can't remember if. Yes, we are. I don't know why I'm struggling with this. I'm pretty sure I misremembered that my last chapter reaction video to this. But anyway, the question is, how many more chapters? Well, we got some fights, so unless those get cut or rushed, which who knows with how powerful Sakamoto is right now. But maybe this Rin situation, uh, uh, oh my god, blanking on her name, uh, Rio situation, uh, will derive Sakamoto from the ongoing fights. Like, he can't waste time on helping the others out. He has to go save Rio. Sorry about that. I completely blinked on her name, despite the fact that I've got the chapter right open and I could have just clicked over to see it. Oh well. But yeah, he'll probably go save Akira, and it will be the reason why he can't jump in and help everyone else out. Um, Isar Isaragi is still lacking an opponent, so I wonder if she's going to jump in. There is the Kimono siblings, and with the elder brother that's still around. She could go help him out. I don't think the two that are fighting him can really do stuff, especially if the sister somehow managed to get up somehow. Um, but yeah, I don't know if she could make it. But who knows? Otherwise, I really don't know who she can fight unless she just jumps in to deal with fodder or helps out someone else with their fight, which could happen. There's some tricky opponents like people that use lightning. Lightning is not particularly fun to mess around with. Because depending on the series, it can easily one tap even strong characters. One Piece lightning is one of the most deadly abilities in One Piece. These characters like Zoro, they could take anything. The friggin' you send lightning down, they go down in like one hit, and just like they get hurt bad with lightning. But who knows? Anyway, that was chapter 242 of Sakamoto Days. I will catch you next time. Friggin' Nissan out. Have a good night, day, afternoon, whatever. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.